Hello children, now I am doing some problems using this SAS, SSS or AAA just to make you understand, that's all, just to do the sums. If you have some idea, I think you'll be able to do very easily. Now in this figure I have drawn two triangles here. See, two triangles I have drawn. I hope you'll be able to see triangle ABC and triangle DEF. Okay, in these two triangles, AB is 2 centimeter, DE is 3. See the measurements what I have written there. AC is 4, DF is 6, and angle between them, I'll tell you why it is included angle it is. See, I am going to take the ratios now. I am going to show these two triangles are similar. Why? Let us see. AB by DE. I will take the ratios because you know for similarity of triangles we have to take the ratios. For SAS now or SSS we have to take the proportionality of the sides. So AB by DE is equal to 2 by 3. It does not cancel, so I will keep it as it is. Then AC by DF. These two are the corresponding sides there. So it is equal to 4 by 6 and that is 2 by 3. So the ratios of these two sides, the corresponding sides AB and DE, they are the sides, corresponding sides, and the ratio of them is 2 by 3. The ratio of another pair of sides AC and DF is 4 by 6 and it is also 2 by 3. And angle A in triangle ABC, angle A is equal to, I hope you can see the points there, angle D, it is equal to 50 degrees. See, here according to SAS, why? Two sides and the included angle between them. So you can see in the figure also very clear it is. So according to SAS criteria, these two triangles are similar. So triangle ABC, I hope you know the similarity symbol. It is just like this. I hope you remember when I taught you in the very first in the beginning. So triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF. So by using the SAS, I just showed you this. So how to see the two triangles whether they are similar, by which criteria? By looking at the figure only you should be able to say that when they, and you should read the problem also, you will come to know there. And this problem is according to SAS. Okay, then for now you come to your textbook. Please see the textbook there, and there are some examples. These examples you have to copy down. I'll tell you now what you should do. Okay, 4th, 5th, 7th, 8th, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, no, you have to write with the concentration. Okay, those things. And then I just now told you exercise 2.3, if you do all, I will be happy only, or you will be I told you just like that only. But in classwork books, no, you just do exercise 2.3. First one, see there are number of figures here. Can you see? See number of figures. In all these figures you should just think there whether it is AAA or SSS or SAS. You can come to know. If you don't come to know, you can easily see the PDF which I sent for similar this one for triangles. That is solutions only. So you can come to know which this one is by which criteria they are similar. Then here no, you do only 8 sums. That's enough. 8 sums. Exercise 2.3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and that is enough for in the class workbook. Okay, the remaining I may do or I may not do. If I get time, I may explain some time or the other. And 15th is also quite important actually. 15th one, okay, just mark it. 15th one also you mark, and others you don't do it because it needs little explanation. And I think if I go on explaining now one problem only, one this one, it may be one video. So that is very tough. So you just understand this one, how to find out by all these by doing all these sums. You'll come to know, you'll get the idea. Okay. Now we'll come to this this one example problem. Just you see some problems there I'll do. No, you just see there. See now in figure 2.29 you see they have given their PQ is parallel to RS. In this figure I'm talking about PQ is parallel to RS. So since they had given us that, no, then what will happen? PS will cut those two parallel lines. So what happens there is angle P will be equal to angle S. Angle P, everything is explained there. I am just telling you angle P is equal to angle S. What they have written very nicely here, you can easily follow it. And angle Q will be equal to angle R because there is a Z there. You see, if there is Z, I hope you know this Z will help you to will make you to remember alternate angles. Alternate angles are equal. If two lines are parallel and they are cut by transversal, then when a Z is formed there, then this angle and this angle, they are called as alternate angles. Similarly, these two are alternate angles. This and this and this. Alternate angles, so they are equal. And the third one, it is just vertically opposite angles. They are also equal. So see what has happened in these two triangles. According to all angles, they are equiangular. By some reason or the other, genuine reason is there. They are alternate angles, vertically opposite angles and all. And you find there the three angles of the one triangle is equal to three angles of the other triangle. One angle, any, let it be anything, but of course with genuine reason it should be. And so what happened? The two triangles are equiangular, and if they are equiangular, then they are similar. I have told you this point. So this is according to AAA criteria. If two triangles are equiangular, then their sides will be in the same ratio that you have learnt in the theorem. And lastly, in the theorem only you have come across that last wordings. They will be similar. The two triangles will be similar. So this is one criteria only, AAA criteria. According to AAA criteria, these two triangles are similar. Okay. Now come to the next one. Example 5. Example 5, you see the figure how they have marked there. AB is 3.8, BC is 6, then angle between them A 80, 60, and the three sides you see now, 3 root 3, then 7.6 here, then 6 root 3, then 12 here. Now the other day I had given you one problem like that, I said order is not required. Out of these four 3 measurements what they had given, you should check whether there is relation between them, and if there is relation, then they will be similar. We had done such a type of sum, the other day. That was, of course, it was for MCQ. Now here you see in this figure, see properly. This angle A is 80, this angle is 30. So remaining angle you can easily tell here in this figure, 80 plus 60. If you add and minus from 180, you will get this angle as 40 degrees. This angle is 40. Angle sum property, we tell that. Now see what happens is, now angle A is 80, but you see AB and AB side and QR, it is 7.6. So 3.8 and 7.6. See how they have given, you should see. Order is not required. You have to go on learning now many things like this. 3.8 and 7.6. 3.8 into 2 will give you 7.6. Or 7.6 by 3.8, it is 2 by 1. Or 3.8 by 7.6 also you can take. It is half. It is equal to half. They have shown you in your textbook by using half there. See here, half. Then BC by QP, they did 6 by 12. There also they got half. You are going to write all this in your book, I told you. and CA by PR, it is 3 root 3 by 6 root 3. There again you will get half. So what does it mean here? All three sides they are proportionate or their ratios are equal. So if their ratios are equal, then how do we write it in our maths language, and you know it also? AB by RQ. RQ means QR only, it is nothing, it's not different. BC by QP, CA by PR. They are all equal to each other. They are all equal to each other. So triangle ABC is similar to triangle RQP by which criteria? Yes, yes, yes. So this problem, yes, yes, yes. Though they have given angles, doesn't matter, but the three, you are seeing the three sides, they are proportional. And of course they have asked you find angle P. In this problem they have asked you find angle P. Turn the page, they are asking you to find the angle P. So how will they find angle P? First they will find angle C here. Then the angles, how will they mark? See, 6 and 12, they are related to each other, no? So 6 is, the angle opposite to the side 6 is 80. So the angle opposite to 12, which is related to 6, no? So opposite to the side 12 is angle R, so that will be 80. Then 3 root 3 and 6 root 3, you observe, they are 3 root 3, 6 root 3 means it is twice of it, no? So it is twice of it means, see the angles opposite to them. 3 root 3, it is having 60 degrees. So 6 root 3's opposite angle is Q, and that will be 60. Please see this problem carefully, and remaining angle P will be equal to angle C. And angle C you can easily find here. It is 80 plus 60, so it will be 40. So angle P will be 40 degrees. Finish. That problem is over. But according to SSS, they are similar. I am going to stop this video.